Hey guys, it's Kiriko. How are you guys? Let me know if you guys can hear me and if you can hear the game all right, please. Thank you. You can hear me? Perfect. Hello, Burning Spice. Please reminder to not spam, but hello, I'm glad you're here. How are you? I hope your day has been going all right so far. You're okay. Okay. Anything interesting happened to you today? Hi, Siwa now. Hi. So we're starting off with. Oh wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Nothing interesting. I had one heck of a day. I feel like today has been it's been a day of days for me. For some reason, my day today has been filled with bugs, and I don't like bugs. From the start of the day, I was surrounded by bugs, and I don't like bugs. Started off with I was in the car this morning, and there was a mosquito just flying around me. Like, how did a mosquito even get in the car? I don't know. But I can't with mosquitoes. So, but I also didn't want to kill it inside the car, right? So I just opened the window and I kind of shoot it out. Luckily, it was already on the window, so it was really easy for me to just flick it off. And then I got to work, right? And here's where I kind of had a mini freak out, where, you know, I was just chilling. I was doing my work, and I looked to my left, and I just see I had my lunchbox next to me on my desk next to me, and I just see this little brown thing just scurry across the top of my lunchbox, and I didn't scream, but I yelped. Like, I made a noise, right? I yelped. And of course, my coworkers are like, "Hey, what's going on? Why'd you yelp?" And I was like, "There was a bug on my lunchbox." And of course, by the time they came over to check with me, it was gone. So they're like, "Are you sure you saw that? Like, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just seeing things." And I'm like, "There's no way I was seeing things. Like, I saw this bug scurry away." And so we went back to whatever we were doing, and I was like, I could not let this go, because if that bug is gone, it's still around my desk somewhere, right? Like, it can't just disappear. So I was just cautiously like poking around, and of course I poked my lunchbox, and this bug again reappears, scurrying across my desk, and of course I yelp again and I run to my coworker's desk. I'm like, no, I can't do this. So they start laughing, and one of them comes over and she's looking for the bug, and of course at this moment a coworker from a different department comes running in. Like, he was coming in for a different reason, but he just sees this chaos happening around my desk, sees me at my other coworker's desk, like my head in my hands, like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Yeah, it was a great impression of our department. So I ended up just going into someone's office. I was like, "Hi, I'm just gonna sit here now. I live in your office now. I suddenly don't have a desk. Sorry, like, I just don't have a desk anymore." And I was very lucky that the other coworker, the one from the other department, and my coworker got rid of that bug for me. But I cannot. And then on my way home, I take the bus home, and I was just sitting there, and I look down, and there's a little green bug crawling on my hand. Guys, I was at the end of my rope. I couldn't. I let the mosquito live. Yes, I flicked it, right? I flicked it out the window. So I can't tell you. I can't tell you if if it lived or not. Paranoid. I was so paranoid. Even after the bug was dealt with by my coworkers, I kept looking over my shoulder. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way, right?" So I kept looking over my shoulder. I was every couple of minutes, I would just look over my shoulder, expecting something crawling there. School time in the Philippines, like school hour, or do you mean like the school season is about to start? Because I think here the school day has ended mostly, and I'm pretty sure the school season is about to end. Like it's almost summer, so yeah. All the bugs like me. Listen, I understand bugs are good for the environment. You know, like mosquitoes mosquitoes. Ugh. Bugs except for mosquitoes, right? I get that bugs are good for the environment. But you know, like they can be good for the environment away from me. You know what I mean? Like they can be good for the environment in an environment that's more suited to them, not in an office building. I got the bug heebie-jeebies. When I couldn't figure out where that bug was, I was feeling it all down my back. Like I was just and then it got worse because I was having lunch, and the coworker who helped me get that bug away from my desk, the one from the other department, we actually have lunch together. Like we have a lunch together with like a group of people, and I think he was curious what that bug was, so he searched it up on his phone, and then he just makes like a face at his phone, and he's like, oh Kiriko, you don't want to know what this is. And I was like, dude, no, I don't. Don't even tell me that. And then, of course, the other people we were having lunch with were like, oh, what is it? So he turns his phone to the other people, and they're all looking at this bug. And like the other coworkers are like, oh, that's gross. Ew. Oh. And I'm just here like, oh my God, I don't want to know what this is. But just the reaction that they're having, I keep your reactions to yourself. Oh, okay. Next level. Keep your reactions to yourself. So now I'm at this really paranoid state of like, what the heck was this bug that got them all like, you know? It's June 13 and school is June 16th. Oh, so next, what is that? Monday? So, well, for me, it would be my Monday. So like in like 3 days. I don't know how time zones work. It's kind of funny. I don't know how time zones work. Because I think the Philippines to Canada and the US, I don't know how many hours that is. Is that like over a day? There we go. So you're not. So is it like Saturday over there? Because I think in China's 16 hours ahead. I think like over 12 hours ahead. I don't know. I would 100% be the person who would arrive a day late or a day early to the airport because I can't figure out my time zones. When you're better off. I was so much better off not knowing. But you know how like when people go, what is it? They go, oh, that's not good. You don't want to know. But then they proceed to show everyone else. Suddenly, like, I have FOMO. Like, I kind of want to know what this bug is. But at the same time, I don't because it was on my desk. If this bug was on someone else's desk, then yeah, I kind of want to know what this bug is. But because it was on my desk, I don't really want to know what this bug is. But at the same time, their reactions make me want to know what this bug is. So many bugs run around your room. No. Burn the entire place down. Burn the entire house down. Hi, LP. How am I? Kind of traumatized. Is all I can say. All I can say is that I am a little bit traumatized because there were just so many bugs all day. I can't. Summer sucks for bugs and stuff. Sometimes I'm walking past like a neighbor's garden and they have like these hedges and there's just all these like, I don't know what they are, but they're like there's a bunch of them flying around. I think they're flies or something. And every time I walk past, I have to, walk by with my mouth closed. And I don't breathe when I walk past because I'm worried that I'm going to breathe in the bugs. Ugh. There we go. And hello, is anyone up? Bug situation. Yeah, I think now that the weather's starting to kind of get warmer, more and more bugs are coming out, including at work. There was the one that scurried across my desk today, and it freaked me the heck out. I've always said that I'm okay with bugs when I'm told ahead of time that there are bugs and that I know where they are and they're not a surprise. Like if I'm scrolling on like Instagram or like YouTube and there are some really cool content creators who just do content with snakes and spiders and stuff. I can watch those. I find those really interesting. I watch like videos of tarantulas and stuff. And for snakes are cool. Like I wanted to touch a snake once and all that. I think snakes are really cool. But if I happen to just turn my head and there's a bug there, you bet I am going to yelp and run. I can't deal with it if it's a surprise. Bug jump scare. Your brother is paranoid of bugs now? Did I tell you about the time where I was in my mom's bed because I was taking a nap? I think my room wasn't available. I think something was happening in my room. Like I think someone was working in my room or something. So I was like, I'm tired. Mom, I'm gonna take a nap in your room. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. So I lay down in her bed and I had my eyes closed. And here's the thing with long hair. When you're sleeping horizontal, hair will move. And I just feel something going down my cheek. And I'm like, this one strand of hair is just so annoying. And it hits my nose. And I thought that was where I was going to stop because obviously the nose juts out of the face. So I thought, the hair was just going to stop at the nose. But it kept going. And I was like, okay, why is my hair continuing to go even though my nose is there? And I opened my eyes and there's a spider on my face. There was a spider on my face. The speed at which I smacked that off my face, I think I might have smacked it onto my mom's bed, but it went missing. And I was like, you know what? I'm not sleeping anymore. Suddenly, I'm wide awake. I'm not sleeping. Nope, I'm out. And I just ran. The time you killed the snake? Ooh, no, you didn't. What happened? What kind of snake was it? Oh, here's the fish. All by yourself. I find snake content so cool. Like those videos of people like removing rattlesnakes and stuff from people's homes. But yeah, no, if I was home and that happened, yeah, no, get that thing out. No. I'm not waiting for someone to rescue the snake. In fact, I'm not going to do anything. I'm running. Goodbye. I'm not coming home until that thing is dealt with. There was a big spider in this. See, I can't really do spiders either. If the spiders are small, yeah, whatever, like, whatever. Spiders are small. I can get rid of those ones. Like some moths and stuff I can get rid of. Heck, I can even put them in a little cup and bring them outside, But when it comes to like surprise bugs jump scares, heck nah. Hecky nah. The smaller the snake, the more dangerous it is. Is that true? The smaller. I mean, I guess so. But some big snakes are also very dangerous. I think like the smaller they are, the more like venomous they are. But big snakes are also really dangerous because they're the ones who can, eat you whole, right? Wasn't there that story of there was the story of that man, was it in India, where he went out one day and and then no one saw him come home. And then when the entire village went out looking for him, they found a giant snake with a massive like lump in his stomach. And when they cut open the stomach, they found him inside. I'm pretty sure there was a story like that. With scorpions. Right, scorpions. Oh gosh. Guys, I do want to visit Australia. Because Australia sounds like such a cool place, right? Like so pretty. Sydney, Melbourne. My relative actually asked me if I wanted to go to Australia with her. Or if I had time, if I could take time off to go with her. And the thing is, I would love to go to Australia. But Australia is where everything lives. So... no. I want to go, but does Australia want me to go is the main question. Because he thought the crocodile was plastic and he jumped. Huh? Oh gosh. Thinking that oh my goodness. Australia's crazy when... yeah! I mean, they do have some really cool animals, like kangaroos are really cool. The idea that their babies just live in a pocket of their own, of themselves, is still kind of insane to me. It's really cute, but it's still kind of insane. Alright. Welcome back, Burning Spice. It's where God tests his creations. It's like, I don't know where this should go. Where should it go? How about my experimental playing ground? And then my mom would tell me about how, like, growing up, what was it? Was it leeches? Did they have leeches in China? There might be leeches. Where they had to be careful every time it was summer and they went out. And they would go out and play in the river and stuff, and then there would be leeches. No. Though I do know that a lot of places they use leeches as like traditional medicine, right? Because then like they can allegedly like suck out bad blood. So if you're like poisoned or something, you just put a leech on it and then it sucks out the bad blood. Oh, I missed that Burning Spice. What was that about, dog? Your dog ate a cockroach. Cockroach. Ugh. Yeah, for some reason today was just a really not good day for bugs. I was like I said, I was on the bus, right? And there was a bug that was just crawling on my hand, and I had like a very silent freak out where I flicked the bug off of my hand because no. And then my coworker who I was going home with, or like, you know, on the same bus with, she turns around and she goes like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "There was a bug on my hand." And then she points at like kind of like the wall of the bus that was next to me, and she goes, "That bug?" And it was like crawling around right beside me. I was like, I thought I flicked that thing far away. Why is it here? Ah! They were really bugging me. Killed a snake with a machete. Holy cow. Sometimes I turn on the news and it'll be like, someone was attacked with a machete. And I'm like, why are you carrying around a machete? I live in the city. Why are you carrying around a machete in the city? That's insane. Okay, this guy is supposed to be by a window. Window. Tiptoe by the window. Windows. Come on, it's my turn to look out the window. Yeah, every bug was bugging me. There was this one time where I was outside. I was outside and oh, right here. And what was it? I could see that there was a lot of police officers, and at that moment, someone I knew at work was passing by because this was around like lunchtime. And it seemed like he was out there for a while. So I was like, hey, what's going on? What's with all the police officers? And he goes, what did he say? Oh, that guy had a bag full of knives. And I was like, what the heck? Why was he carrying around a bag of knives? And he goes, I don't know, but I could hear him talking to the police saying that he wasn't intending on using it. Excuse me? Why are you carrying around a bunch of knives? But yeah, it was a whole thing. You took pictures of the snake when it was dead. You know, sometimes you gotta keep a proof of your accomplishments. Where was the snake LP? Was it like at home? Or was it, you know, out and about? Parade. Right there. And this one is potatoes are nice, but today I'd like to try something else. I heard that this is how they got the stones up to Stonehenge. Because you know how everyone goes like, oh, it was the aliens who built Stonehenge. But in reality, like, the ancient peoples were very creative. Like, they knew how to use things to their advantage. They were able to, you know, do stuff like this to move giant rocks that people deemed too heavy for the ancient people to move. It's the same as the pyramids, right? Like, they would find different ways to move the stones for the pyramids, and yet everyone underestimates the ancient peoples and they go, there's no way, it was aliens. It was totally aliens. There were so many cars. Oh no! Burning spice, just burn down your entire house. Burn down the entire thing. I don't think I would be... I've done that thing before. Honestly, I still do it now. But if there's a bug in my room, like if there's a fly in my room, if I know there's a mosquito in my room, I would wrap myself up in a blanket. I would literally burrito myself and pray that I didn't leave any openings. I would even cover my head. Like, I know covering my head, it's hard to breathe, right? But I kind of take that over mosquitoes getting near me, so I would just wrap myself up like a burrito. And this is usually during summer, but like, and then I would open up the burrito a little bit just to get a little bit of breath before I close it back up. In your house? There was a snake in your house. Ooh, no. Scary. You jump scared when you saw it go under the couch. That's how I felt when that bug at work scurried over my lunchbox and then behind the printer. I was like, oh, no. There were so many rats that 10 snakes came to your house. Your house is no longer your house. It is suddenly a restaurant for snakes. If you had that many rats, your house is suddenly a snake or restaurant. It is no longer your house, I'm sorry to say. They thought the ancient people... Right? Like, I'm pretty sure the Mayans had the most accurate calendar. Right? It was something like that, but I don't know if it was the most accurate calendar, but they had a really accurate calendar. They knew the stars so well. I hope he likes it. I put so much time into it. This entire map, this entire level just has so many bugs. Today's a day for the bugs, guys. Not the house. Burns your... honestly, can you even call it your house anymore? Is it your house? Or is it the creature's houses? I dropped the gift from my lover. How dare. Do you guys, this is kind of a weird segue, but how the heck did you drop the gift for your lover by a volcano? What the heck? But I watch a lot of Shoot from the Hip. They're an improv group, an improv comedy group, and there was this one segment that was so funny where one guy had to guess what the other guys were, and like the things that the other guys were, like they were just crazy things, like a werewolf Michael Jackson, or stuff like that. And he was so close to getting one of them. Spoiler alert. He was a version of Bugs Bunny. But for some reason, for the life of him, he couldn't remember the word bugs. And everyone was trying so hard to get him to remember the word bugs, and he just wasn't getting it. And we could tell that the other members are just getting so frustrated. Like, how do you... Bugs! Like millipedes, centipedes, ants, they're all... insects? No! Think harder! It's great. You guys should just search up Shoot from the Hip if you guys are into like improv comedy. They're great. The stars are not in alignment for this tribute. You heard him. Stars. Can't do it. Not today! Oh, what the heck did I just click? I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Someone stole my offering. It's a little man. Itty bitty man. Bro was asking the volcano gods if his gift was good. What? If the gift is not good, it suddenly becomes Pompeii? The city of Pompeii? Gosh, can you imagine? This entire little area, everyone just passes away because the volcano gods didn't like this guy's gift to his lover. That's tragic. I was too busy making something for the gods, so I'm hoping to catch a big one. A big one. It's got to be a trap somewhere. Oh, right here. Nice. with you guys about fish being an animal or not. Oh, that's that's definitely a question. Is fish an animal? Yes. To me, yes, a fish is an animal. Because then, like, there are different types of animals, right? There are, like, mammals. There are marsupials. Like, I would consider, like, birds an animal. So why not fish? So I would consider fish animals. All right, LP, good luck. But yeah, I would consider fish an animal. A spy infiltrated our group. But what makes an animal an animal? Well, humans are animals, right? Wouldn't anything that is big enough to maybe have thought or like to have a, I don't know. Guys, this is getting so philosophical. I almost failed philosophy class, okay? Well, I didn't almost fail, but I hated it. Oh god, philosophy class was the worst. Freaking trolley problems. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, say. Wasn't it something like animals can go in a zoo? Fish don't go in a zoo. And then they were like, yeah, they do. It's like, oh yeah, name a fish zoo. And then it was like an aquarium. Was it that argument? Because I think I've seen that one too. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I know that one. But yeah, if you like little spats like that, I would check out Shoot from the Hip. They have a lot of little like improv things where, like, you know, they'll go off of like a prompt from an audience member, and then they would have to, using whatever limitations they have, they would have to continue the scene. So they have a bunch of like different games, like the book game where the audience members will give each member a book, and one person can say whatever they want, but everyone else can only reply using lines from the book that they were given. So that's one of my favorite games that they play. Because sometimes the books can get really funny. Sometimes they'll get The Art of War. Other times they'll get a motivational coloring book. Other times they get a book that's entirely in Chinese. In the Philippines, we say you're an oh, you're going to this zoo? Fun. Hopefully, first of all, hopefully all the animals are treated well. Second of all, if they are, I hope you have a good time. I've never been to a zoo before. What rafflesias are my favorite flowers. I know what these flowers are. They're the really stinky ones. These ones. There's a new movie where the fire hires. Oh. Interesting. It what's that one TV show called? I think it's called Jury Duty. Anyways, there's a show called Jury Duty where there's they'll put one guy there who doesn't know it, but he thinks that he's part of an actual jury. He thinks that he is on a jury about to make a really big decision, but then everyone else on the jury are paid actors, and they're out here like saying the craziest things and like doing the craziest things, and everyone else is aware of it except for that one guy who thinks that this is supposed to be a like an official, this like a real jury duty. Apparently, my friend recommended it to me because I actually got called for jury duty a couple of times. Like I got my jury summoned. Well, technically I only got jury summoned once. The second time they sent me someone else's letter by accident, and then I almost got fined for it because they were like, you're gonna get fined because you didn't show up for jury summons. And I was like, that's not quite right because I never got the summons letter. And they're like, no, for sure you should have. And I was like, no, I didn't. Is this your email address? Yeah, that's my email address. Is this your name? No, that's not my name. Okay. Is this, are you 78 years old? No, I'm not 78 years old. Oh, so you're not this person. That's what I'm saying. I'm not this person. So luckily I didn't have to pay that fine. I didn't have to show up for jury duty. Hi Onyx. From which part? I'm not from Asia. My family's from Asia, but I was born in North America. Technically. I would say I was born on the moon. But, you know, I was born in North America and then I moved to the moon. But my family is Chinese. My family... I have family in China. I have family... Honestly, I have family everywhere. The FBI. FBI, open up. Do I have signal on the moon? You know, the signal can be pretty bad sometimes. But you know, I make do. Because you would think that the moon would have a lot of signal with all the satellites in space. But space is just so big. To be honest, I should double check with my parents. Was I born on Earth or was I born on the moon? Either way, I grew up in North America. Technically, aren't we all aliens? I may be an alien to Earth. But in a way, we are all aliens because who knows? We could be alien to someone else out there. In fact, you guys are alien to the moon. You guys are alien to me. Unless you guys are moon bunnies. Hold on, my daughter offered her to... The hunter becomes the prey. During the ritual, the mother went around, but she couldn't find him. Okay. It puts on a tinfoil hat. Aliens! My mom was so shocked when she found out that criminals were able to just steal your like your credit card information just by like tapping your credit card with their, because like their electromagnetic machine thingies. They were like, she was really shocked about that. And I was like, yeah, that's why there are some wallets out there that has like aluminum, or like, you know, those aluminum wallets that block like magnetic signals. That's what tinfoil hats. Got a tinfoil hat, everything. Burning Spice, I hope you're not using gay as a derogatory term. I don't allow that, alright? We're keeping this place safe. Has anyone actually smelt a I don't know how to pronounce this, but has anyone actually smelt a Rafflesia? Has anyone used a smelt a Rafflesia? I hear that they smell like corpses. But I also hear that they're in, what is it, Australia again? I think they're like the national flower of Australia. Speaking of Australia. Dinosaurs are cool and dragons are cool. Yes, and yes. Sometimes I kind of want to smell this flower, you know, just to know what it smells like, because people also say durian smells like death. But I think durian smells quite nice. I quite like eating durian. Maybe you just need to like grow up. Maybe it's the way you're predispositioned. Because I think durian smells like sweet, but I know a lot of people are put off by durian and jackfruit and stuff. What do you guys think? Have you guys ever had it? Dinosaurs are just another conspiracy. Dinosaurs are just giant birds. Giant carnivorous birds, right? And they say that dinosaurs are closest relation is birds. Unless they're like the fish dinosaurs, then it'll be like fish or something. But fish also have pretty good, pretty close relation to birds. Your room smells like dead rats. Eee, time to clean. Cleaning time. And make sure you do clean, because like we want to make sure that you are not living in a biohazard. That would be dangerous. Biohazards, no. Don't be one of those people who just like, you know, spray perfume and cologne and stuff to cover up the smell of like, I don't know, gross things. Like cilantro. I think cilantro smells pretty nice. I don't like to eat cilantro though. I'm actually not a huge fan of like eating garnishes. Parsley, cilantro, I'm not a huge fan of them. You either like it or you hate it. Yeah, it's a very polarizing they're very polarizing things. Durians and stuff. Recently, my dad's been buying a lot of durian, so I've been eating quite a bit of durian. I think growing up I didn't like durian, but now I do, so... When am I playing Cookie Run Kingdom? Well, I have been playing Cookie Run Kingdom off stream. Mainly it's just, you know, doing my dailies and stuff. But when it comes to streaming it, I don't think I'm going to be streaming it for the rest of the week. I have plans for the rest of the week. In fact, tomorrow, I'm thinking of trying something new. I don't know if any of you guys will be available to join the stream, but I get to work from my home computer. I'm working from home tomorrow. So I was thinking of doing a little like work with me stream tomorrow. It'll probably be like 3 o'clock EST, 12 o'clock PST, around that time. So I will be having like I'll have kind of like a game-ish thing in the background while I'm working, so at least there will be music and stuff. I don't know yet if I'll probably still talk during the stream, but most of my focus is going to be on work, of course. So it'll kind of be like a Zatsu, but it'll mainly be me working. So if anyone's available tomorrow at that time, I think I'll be trying to stream that. Hi, Bella! That's okay. Good luck on your math test. Good luck, good luck. Focus on that, alright? I'll have other streams. But hey! Another tally in your attendance. Hi. You will just... That's okay. Focus on that test. I wish you all the best. Hopefully it's not too difficult. Hopefully all the answers are straightforward, because usually math is never straightforward. Won't be... no, because the way my work works is that I kind of have like a whole other... I guess in a way computer. I have a whole other computer for it. So on my personal computer side, I can turn on the stream and chat a little bit, but you guys won't be able to see anything of what I'm doing. You guys won't see or hear anything of what I'm doing. I'm not going to share any of that. It's going to just kind of be like a working stream where I work. I won't say anything of what I'm doing. I won't be sharing whatever it is I'm doing. But yeah. And then, of course, this is just a testing. I don't know for how long it'll last, because this is the first time I'm trying something like that. Yeah. Thank you, Say What Now? Because I also thought about it, right? I really thought about it as well. But because this is on a separate computer and I won't be saying anything to do with work, and I won't be showing you guys anything, yeah. You can't find the dead rat? No! Oh, man. I think you might need to burn everything in your closet. Like, I'm actually being serious about that this time, Burning Spice. Like, I know I was kind of joking about burning down your house, but if you got, like, pee and poop in your closet, I feel like that might be a biological contaminant. All right. Okay. Bye, Bella. Good luck tomorrow. Welcome back, LP. But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to keep anything that has rat remnants on it. Burning Spice. That just sounds like a... At least... But then again, I'm not a health expert. I would just say err on the side of caution. If there are health experts out there who tell you a good enough way to sanitize and everything and get rid of things, follow them, not me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. My daughter offered her doll to the gods. I keep my necklace close to me during the ritual. I'm guessing this is the ritual, so I have to find someone with a necklace. And then to the gods. Rat poison. Ooh, be careful with that, okay? I think in the past we've put mothballs. I think mothballs is what we put in our closet. I will never forget the time when I was younger. I was wearing a wool sweater. I was wearing a wool sweater during summer? What was I doing? What the heck? But I was wearing a wool sweater and I walked outside and then I walked back inside and my mom gasps and she goes like, "Oh my god." And I was like, "What? What's wrong?" And she goes, "There are like 7 moths on your back." And I was just a child at that time. I screamed. The scream I screamed because there were like a bunch of moths just nestled into my sweater. Ugh. But like now that I'm older, I think moths are fine. Like they're just, you know, I think moths are just vibing, right? So I have no beef against moths. I have no beef against bees. Ants. Ants are on thin ice. They can stay outside. I have no beef against them, but they can stay outside. And then what else? What else? Any sort of creepy crawly bugs? No. Like I don't have any personal beef with you, but if you sneak up on me, nah. The moths do be vibing, just like Daddy Longlegs. Daddy Longlegs are okay. Daddy Longlegs are okay. I would just prefer they not be around me, you know, but you know, they're tiny and enough. Like they honestly, their legs look so. I'm pretty sure the legs of Daddy Longlegs are about as thin as like a strand of hair. So at that point, I'm just there like, ooh, I kind of feel sorry for you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just kind of sorry for you. Big holes in your closet because of rats. Good luck with your rat problem, Burning Spice. Woo! A bee still make you nervous because you've been stung multiple times. Luckily, knock on wood, I have not been stung by a bee before. I think all of like, you know, the good publicity for bees worked on me. So now I'm like, you know what? Honeybees and stuff? Yeah, you go. Go honeybees. Oh, right there. Go honeybees. I know my dad has been stung by bees before. He said one story that he really, really, really likes to tell. I don't know if it's true or not, but he used to tell me that when he was a boy, he was told by someone, I guess kind of as like a prank, that if he caught a bee and put it to his mouth, he would taste honey. But instead the bee just stung him and his lips swelled up. I don't know if that's a true story. because my dad can be a bit of a jokester. But man, that's a really mean thing to do to a kid. That's a really mean prank to pull on a kid. Two of those times. Wait, while you were wait, how often are you driving and bees show up in your car? Say what now? Huh? How are you being bit by bees multiple times? Where is this necklace? I'm about to lose my mind. I keep my necklace close by during the ritual. Here's a ritual. Necklace close by. Here's a ritual, but I don't see a necklace here. Okay, is there another ritual somewhere? Ritual 1. This one? Hold up. Oh, well, you got Sugarfly and Pavlova. You also got Burning Spice and Shadow. Dang, what kind of luck! Congratulations! Close by. Pretty sure I already looked at all of them. Okay, that's a no-go. Okay, I'm guessing you guys are also a ritual. 1, 2, 3. No, nothing here. Honey pots. Why are there so many honey pots? Why do you guys have so many pots of honey lying around? Maybe because they smell flowers, or maybe flowers because of their of their really long straw-like tongue. Wait, is this it? Is this the necklace? Oh my god. Hunting party. Would you like to be part of my party? Okay, hold up. Okay. He's teaching his friend how to crack a shell. Oh, have you guys ever seen like those videos of hermit crabs that are moving from shell to shell, or from like one home into another home? They're kind of cute. Like those, because hermit crabs, they can remove their shell and move into something else, right? And sometimes they'll live in like plastic cups and stuff. And sometimes people will give them like a more appropriate shell. And there's such really cute videos of the hermit crabs testing out the new shells and seeing if they can move in. So cute. Yeah, you've seen them? Yeah. Sometimes I get like fixations on like little videos. Sometimes it's like lobster. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Something about this makes me very uncomfortable. I think it's just how they're all moving the same way. That makes me uncomfortable. Ooh, no. Like, do you guys know what I mean? I don't like this. It's kind of like, it gives me the same feeling as like trypophobia, but not as bad. You got a super big hermit crab. Hermit crabs are cool. I just don't know what they eat. What do hermit crabs eat? Well, actually, there's a lot of animals where like I don't know what they eat. Da-dun, da-dun, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Pink Panther? Anyone? Snake! Took a shell from the fake one. Oh, that's cute! I kind of love it when animals interact with cameras. Like the cameras are hidden, but the animals still find it. Pink Panther. Yes, Pink Panther. So much of my humor, I realize now that a lot of my humor comes from like Looney Tunes, Pink Panther, Garfield, Tom and Jerry. Look for the bare necessity, the simple. I don't know this song, the tune of bare necessities super well. I started eating your fish. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, okay, that's kind of like stupid of me. The fact that I didn't realize that they ate fish. But eating fish actually makes a lot of sense. Look what I caught in my net. Net. Oh, right here. Here's a net. There's a live action Pink Panther? What? Do I know about that? Hold up. Live action Pink Panther. There is. There are 2 Pink Panther movies. There are 2 Pink Panther movies. What? That's crazy. But then again, there's also like the Smurfs live action, isn't there? So I guess I shouldn't. How do we get the boat moving now? I never watched the Smurfs live action though. I missed with all my arrows. Small fish. A male tried to flirt you fell. Well, it's okay if you're still figuring yourself out, Onyx. You have your entire life ahead of you to figure stuff out. We don't talk. Was this Smurf live action bad? Because I watched the Smurfs cartoon growing up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Onyx. But yeah, you have your entire life to figure it out. But yeah, let's just keep everything let's keep everything objective in chat, yeah? Just know that we all support you, and we'll support you and whatever you figure out about yourself, really. Oh, do you? For some reason, there's this one thing that's stuck up really. It stuck out to me a lot. in my brain. And I don't know how I feel about it, but do you guys know the cartoon Thundercats? Thundercats. I never knew how I felt about it. I just knew that it came on after Super Friends. It came on after Super Friends, and because I watched Super Friends, I don't know how I felt about Thundercats. Up there with Josie and the... I don't know. I think I prefer Josie and the Pussycats. All the Josie and the Pussycat, like, all of their things showing up in, like, the Archie comics, too. Because, yes, I read the Archie comics, and seeing Josie and the Pussycats appear there was actually one of my first, I think they were, like, one of my first introductions to them. You found the jaguar I'm looking for near the lake, the only yellow jaguar that... Near the lake. Near the lake? Okay. Jaguar that doesn't move. This one? Captivated by the fish. So the only one by the fish. This one? No. This one? This one? Alright, bye Burning Spice. Oh, there's that guy. Wonder Pets, Wonder Pets, Wonder Pets. We're on our... Is that the tune? We're on our... Oh, right here. There we go. We're on our way. But the main part of the song I know is the Lenny, Tuck, and Ming Ming to where the Wonder Pets, and we'll help you? We'll save you? It will something you. Did I see Josie and the Pussycats live action? I did not. Like I said, I don't really watch live actions, but for Josie and the Pussycats, I definitely knew that there was live action. In fact, I'm pretty sure the live action... Like, my first introduction was them in the Archie comics, but other than that, it's the live action version that I see everywhere. Save you is the word? Ah, okay. 2003 Thundercats more than the originals. I remember being so mind blown when I found out that He-Man and She-Ra were siblings. It's one of those things where I really shouldn't have been surprised that they were siblings, but it felt like the collab of the century when they did that. Was it an episode or was it a movie where it was like He-Man and She-Ra where they finally met each other? He-Man, The Secret of the Sword, I think. I think it was Secret of the Sword. Because then I knew there was He-Man and I knew there was She-Ra. But like finding out that they were related was like, they are? Yeah, they're siblings. At least I'm pretty sure I am, and I didn't just make that up. Oh, I never watched like the new She-Ra. I know there was a new She-Ra, like the more like cartoonish She-Ra. I never really watched that. I know a lot of people really like the new She-Ra, but the one I knew was definitely the one where they were drawn as more grown up. Hello, Golden Cheese. Hello. Yeah, they are brother and sister. And I think in that one movie, they teamed up and then they found out that they were siblings. And they, I don't know, used the power of their siblinghood to defeat, what was it? Who was the villain in that again? The guy with the skull. The guy with the skull head. But I remember watching that episode, and that episode, I think it actually was one of my favorite. Like, obviously growing up, like there was no way to like rewatch TV unless they did a rerun on TV. So I only ever watched it once, but it stayed with me. That one episode or movie of He-Man and She-Ra, it stayed with me until now. Two 2003 Clone Wars. I didn't. I did not. What else? What else did I watch as a kid? Birds will notice that you're not one of them. Find the birds. The birds. The birds. The birds. Right there. And then I missed with all my arrows. There's gotta be something here. There. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Okay, New World. You're watching Attack on Titan. I think I watched up to season 2 of Attack on Titan. There we go. An old forgotten toy. The Fountain of Youth. Yeah, I watched it when it first came out. Oh god, that was years ago. But I watched it when it first came out, like season 1. I was there with like the entire boom of everyone, you know, loving Attack on Titan. I mean, people still love it now, but I remember like season 1 when everyone was shook over how intense it was. In fact, one of my art projects, I think I did an entire art project. Because I think it was like you have to draw something in the style of someone else's art. And I chose to do an entire scene of like a forest based on like the giant forest from the first season, the one where they met the female giant, the female titan, the forest of giant trees. I did my entire project basically based on that. Yeah. Conquistadors. At the time I was actually really proud of that project. Thinking back on it, it wasn't that impressive. The good old Fountain of Youth. Remember when people thought that the Fountain of Youth was supposed to be mercury? So then they bathed in mercury and then they, instead of living forever, they just died earlier? Yeah, me too. I think different cultures had their own version of the Fountain of Youth. I think China was mercury. I think in Rome, I don't think they thought it was the Fountain of Youth, but wasn't there the Emperor Nero who had like, was it Nero? The Emperor Nero who thought it was supposed to be lead or something, and all these people, because they didn't understand science yet, they just ended up dying earlier. You like the armored titan? Like I said, I only finished like season 1 and part of season 2, so I actually don't know many of the titans. So I can't give you guys an accurate decision of which titan, because the only titans I know up to that point, like know enough of, is female. What's Aaron called again? I don't remember. I don't even know what Aaron's called. The colossal, the armored. You're back. You're seeing her panicking. Yep, sounds about right. Gunba, slime, you got this. Wait, what exactly? Rat. You better watch out. I'm not alone. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Nothing on the beach. I'll try the jungle tomorrow. So this should still be on the beach. the last thing you hear before I strike, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Honestly, the Santa Claus is coming to town song, like it's sung in such a jolly way, but sung in a different key, it's so threatening. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming. You better beware. Like, just sung in a different tune is just no. The VA strike is finally getting over with. Honestly, the strike itself is on pause, but there's no way in heck SAG-AFTRA is going to back down easily. You know, not after everything that they're doing. Like, a lot of the people who are all gung-ho about the strike, like, they're not letting down. So I don't see that it ending anytime soon. Don't you just love, like, any sort of politics? Like, not even like governmental politics, but any sort of politicking is so how does anyone have the effort for it? Isn't that all children's songs? Yes, isn't it? I'm pretty sure some of the popular like horror movie children's songs, what is it? Ring Around the Rosie. Oh, sorry, Dora. I was more of a fan of Diego. I liked Diego more than I liked Dora. Oh, it's just a baby. Look at it. At first I thought it was a full-grown panther, but look at everyone else. This one's just a baby. Aw, look at it. Moments like that, I'm like, gotta remind myself not to take home dangerous wild animals. Why not friend if friend shaped, right? Exactly. Where are we? This isn't a brick. Oh well, that's the type of brick I want. If you don't want this brick, I'll take it. A brick. This isn't a brick. It's gotta be somewhere here, I think. Red door, yellow door? First of all, is that gonna be something appropriate for me to search up? Just as a reference before I search it up. It's horror, it's a game. Hold up, one moment. It's horror. Okay. Ooh, alternate reality through ooh. Oh, this looks like a psychology experiment. It doesn't even look like a horror game. It just looks like someone's psychology experiment. Not the whole queue is gone. I swear we didn't plan that, LP. But, you know, we'd be happy if you support anyone either way. Good luck! Flip a coin! There was an urban legend in your school saying a child died inside the place. Ooh, spoopy. I love reading about urban legends. I feel like all schools kind of have an urban legend where like, oh, someone died here and the ghost wanders. Because then for me back in high school, it was always the girls' bathroom. For some reason, I feel like every school I went to, there's always like the girls' bathroom being haunted. Oh. I don't know why, but it's always the girls' bathroom. But like, we never really know why. It's just the girls' bathroom is haunted. It's like, okay, but why? What's it being haunted by? I don't know. It's just haunted. It's like, okay. Small tomato. Where the heck am I supposed to find small tomato? Here? Should I just click on all of these? More devices so you can watch all three. Thank you for the support. Baked bread is delicious. I love bread. I actually really, really like bread. You know, the other day, my friend told me that there's such thing as strawberry cream cheese. I'm used to like more savory cream cheeses, like urban garlic or dill. I'm used to those kind of cream cheeses. So when my friend told me, "Hey, did you know that they have strawberry cream cheese?" I was like, "Excuse me, what?" No, I don't. Do I put that on like a cheese bagel or something? And he looked at me like I was dumb. He was like, why would you put strawberry cream cheese on a cheese bagel? Put it on like a raisin bagel or a blueberry bagel. I was like, I don't know. I've never had strawberry cream cheese before. They say they haven't removed his body. Ooh. Yikes. I feel like that's like almost 100% not true, because that just sounds like all the health code violations. It just sounds like all of them are being violated. How did we get here? I don't know. How did we get here? I don't know. It's me and you. If I dig, I might damage it. Who puts pineapple on pizza? I do! I love pineapple on pizza. Hit me with that Hawaiian. Hit me with the Hawaiian pizza, bro. I love me some good Hawaiian pizza. It's one of my go-tos. Because I'm very basic. My go-to is either cheese pizza or Hawaiian pizza. Yes, Zaboomafoo with the Krat brothers. I've been watching a lot of Blue's Clues recently too. Blue's Clues and Art Attack. I feel like I just need to go back to my childhood to feel something, you know? That sounded really sad, but like, I wanted to feel the nostalgia of it. Like, there's got to be a reason why I loved it so much, right? So I keep going back to them, you know, to feel the childhood nostalgia. Yeah. The Land Before Time? Dinosaurs. My Land Before Time was Harry and his bucket full of dinosaurs. That was my Land Before Time. And honestly, I feel like the theme songs for cartoons in like the 80s, 90s, even the 2000s, I feel like the theme songs went so hard back then. They had no reason to. The Kim Possible theme song, I still listen to it to this day. Danny Phantom theme song, I still listen to it to this day. Like, unironically, it's on a playlist. The Berenstain Bears theme song, I still listen to that. The Backyardigans, I listen to that unironically as well. There were just so many good theme songs back then. Yeah, Burning Spice, could you please type in English? I know we have some Spanish speakers in chat, but just out of respect, because I speak English and a majority and most people in my chat will be speaking English, could you please revert back to English? Thank you. That's why they're trying to sell us nostalgia. Yes, nostalgia, I hate to say it, but it works. It works very well. We prefer eating on our side? What the heck does that even mean? We prefer eating on our side. That's an easy way to choke. I would know because I've done that. One of those things where my parents tell me not to eat while lying down on the couch because I'll choke, and I don't appreciate their wisdom until I almost choke. The joys of parenthood. When your kids don't listen until something happens to them. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. You ate strawberry? You know, sometimes I think I like the idea of strawberries more than I actually like strawberries. But then other times I'm like, dang, strawberries are so good. Like, I'll eat a really sweet strawberry, so I'm like, dang, no wonder I like strawberries so much. And then other times I'll eat a strawberry and it's sour, and I'm like, oh, why did I think you were good? Parents hit us with the trust me, bro. They don't give any citations, they just hit us with the trust me, bro, and then we don't trust them. And then most of the time, I don't know about you guys, but most of the time I regret it. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes our parents believe a little, at least my parents believe a little bit too much in the University of Google. So in cases like that, I trust myself. But growing up, Experience was a great teacher growing up. Let me just say that. Experience was a great teacher growing up. You're fluent in Spanish, kind of? Ooh, Spanish classes. I think my high school actually offered Spanish classes. I didn't take it though. It seemed like they had a really fun class. Yeah. Typical kid thinking they're better than. Now I think I can say that I can trust myself a lot more now, but back then yep. Google is pretty good, but you're not so sure about. I was actually saying this to my sister yesterday evening about how AI now is kind of what Wikipedia was to me growing up. Because then, I don't know about you guys, but when Wikipedia first started, do you guys remember when everyone was like, oh, you can't trust Wikipedia, anyone can type anything on Wikipedia, you can't trust it, they don't cite, they're not academic sources, when you're doing your assignment, don't use Wikipedia, we'll know if you use Wikipedia. Like even now they tell us like not to use Wikipedia, or if you do, make sure you find like academic sources to back it up. But I'm seeing like similar arguments used for AI now, where it's like, don't trust AI. You don't know where AI is pulling all this information from, and da 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 da. And like I'm seeing so many parallels. But of course, it's the whole thing of at least Wikipedia was written by humans, so there's someone's truth is out on Wikipedia. With AI, you don't know whose truth it is. It's some robot's truth. Your grandma's making. All right, go enjoy your lunch, golden cheese. Bye bye. Yeah, we had to find the actual sources cited in the wiki. Like even if you use Wikipedia, you have to find sources to back up whatever they wrote on Wikipedia. And if you can't find anything, you can't use it. But now it's kind of like the same thing now where everyone is over relying on AI. AI is supposed to be meant as a tool, but people just throw whatever into like any sort of generative AI and just use whatever it comes up with without double checking. It's kind of scary. And AI is now the trust me bro. Oh, 100% it is now the new just trust me bro. It's crazy now because like AI has now been part of like, it's now in every single industry. I'm not. How do I say this? I'm not anti-AI. I just think people need to be smarter when using it. Not smarter in hiding using it, but being smarter about AI. You know? Don't let it take over every part of your life. For example, I know that there has, like, because I work in, like, because of where I work, I hear a lot of cases. Well, I don't hear, like, cases, but I hear, like, news. But, like, wasn't there something in New York where someone's using, like, an AI lawyer for themselves? That's insane. Using an AI lawyer and trusting them to defend you is kind of... What? And then, I think there were actually... It wasn't just New York that had someone... I think it wasn't just New York that had someone going for... Oh yeah, and then there were, like, some lawyers that were using AI to generate cases to cite in their own case in the UK. Autocorrect is already causing... Yeah, honestly, I can... English is already hard enough. English is hard, bro. English is so hard. Sometimes I'll be reading over papers, and I'll be reading something like in reference of, but in my head it's in reference to. But then I'll Google it, like, is it in reference of or in reference to? And apparently you can use either. But for me, in reference to just sounds better. But in reference of is also right. And I'm like, whoa, what is that? Why? Why is this a thing? English, explain. Except English can't. Yeah, starting... The problem with me in regards to English is I need to read... I feel like I need to read more formal writing. Because a lot of my my reading pastime is manhwas, fanfiction, web novels, translated words, where sometimes it's just not translated the best or not written the best, but you know. So I feel like I need to actually read more, like, formal work to rediscover English. That's actually crazy. Yeah. Honestly, anyone overusing AI in any field is crazy. Three languages masquerading. Yes. Oh, it's not even 3 languages. I feel like English is pretty much all the languages ever, just mashed up. My coworker was wondering where the... What is it? The... what the origins of booby trap came from. Because in those some places where I was looking said it came from, like, Spanish, and then other places said it came from, like, England, and I'm like, what? Language is hard. Language is hard. Trying to break out the Shakespeare. You can now understand. I feel like a lot of things that I found hard in high school and elementary school, you know how hindsight is 2020, where you don't realize how much you've grown and how much you've learned until you look back? It's kind of, I had a moment like that back in high school, where I think in elementary school, I thought, you know, certain parts of math was really hard, like bed math was really hard, you know, brackets and whatever, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. I thought that was really hard. And then I think back in high school, I had to teach my siblings something in math, and I actually understood it. And I was like, hold up, I can't believe I actually understood this. And that was the moment where my brain went like, hey, you learned, good job. And I was like, okay. So sometimes it's a good thing to look back, see how far you've grown. Struggle with math so hard. For me, it was social studies. Math was okay. Science, parts of science were okay. Other parts of science were not okay. English, I think, was my best subject, mainly because I liked reading so much, and I think the teachers just enjoyed that I enjoyed reading and just gave me a good grade because of it. Yippee, next level. Okay. Wait, I'm goated? That's how it felt. You know, you go back to whatever it is you thought you had trouble with, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm human and I grew. What do you mean I grew as a person? What do you mean I grew in knowledge? Oh shoot, wrong thing. There, go. You always use the wrong equations. I think the moment math lost me was trigonometry. I think everything up until trigonometry was okay for me, but the moment trigonometry was introduced, sine, cosine, tangent, no. And like graphing all of that, graphing the sine, cosine, and everything. I think you could audibly hear like the windows shut down in my head when that was introduced. Average gacha player before they got into, and then once I got into gacha, I never read. Oh, look at all of these gorillas, monkeys asserting dominance. The thing with gacha games, because I mostly play gacha games, is that a lot of gacha games, like the ones that are a dime a dozen, all of the stories are kind of the same. Well, they all start off the same at least, you know? You have a guy who, for some reason, passed out, knocked out, whatever, and then they isekai'd into a new world or to the future or to the past. They wake up and there's a pretty girl leaning over them, going like, oh, boss, doctor, master, lord, sir, you're awake. And then of course MC doesn't know who they are, so you have to give them a name, but they already know what to do, and you just have to help them out with getting them their party and whatever. It all starts off the same. Trig, you never got that. What came before Trig? I actually don't know. But it might have been before Trig. But Trig was where my brain actually went like, nope, you can't do this anymore. Stop. Yes, the isekai trope. Usually it's because they got knocked over the head or they touched something that they weren't supposed to, and then that causes them to pass out and suddenly have beautiful women standing over them. Usually it's women. You should hide this one. Banana. Banana phone. Where would I hide a banana? Internally we start. But hey, you still woke up with someone going like, "Doctor, you're awake." I'm pretty sure you still woke up with that. I think. Would I want to be isekai'd? Dangerous question. My automatic answer is no. Mainly because most places you get isekai'd into are dangerous. It only goes around other flowers. Mainly because if you get isekai'd, the world is usually a dangerous place. But you would be OP. Is that a requirement? I get isekai'd and I'll immediately be OP? Because if that's a requirement, then maybe I wouldn't mind as much. But I have this really like, my self-preservation is kicking in, where even if I'm OP, do I want to be in danger though? Do I want to have to fight? It would be awesome if I could fight. But there's a difference between being OP and being in danger all the time. Wow, I got isekai. What should I do? I have to kill God? What? Wait, are those piranhas? Piranhas. Where are the fish? The fish... piranhas. Oh, right here. There we go. Super overly cautious warrior or something, but he's super OP. See, the thing in my head right now is Tondemo skill. Campfire cooking in another world or something. Where like the main character, his skill is technically not awesome. But because he's so good at cooking, he gains a party that is very strong. And like he does, honestly, Tondemo skill, the main character, kind of relatable. He just doesn't want, he may be able to fight, he may be training to fight, he just doesn't want to, and I respect that. I respect his I don't want to fight itness. I guess that's one of the things I like in fiction is like trope subversion, where you have someone who's just really doesn't want to do what the plot is telling them to do. not you explaining one of the endings in Hollow Knight. I mean, I feel like it's also the way in a lot of games where it's like you have to kill this one really OP concept, or like the embodiment of this concept. The typical useless skill that's actually OP. Yes. My good old friend Yuko actually, I never finished it. I know it got an anime recently. Is it even recent? But I know she was really into it when it was a novel, which was Rising of the Shield Hero. She read that and then she recommended it to me. And I think at the time it was like considered really, really good. I mean, it got animated, so I guess a lot of people found it really, really good. TLDR, a bunch of heroes get isekai'd, and then they all get OP weapons except for this one guy who gets a shield. And then because he has the shield, like he's the shunned one and stuff. Okay, one more here. He's running away with my boat. Running away with my boat. 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 Oh, right here. Boat. Every Persona since 3 to 5. I've kind of always wanted to play a Persona game. I don't know if I would like the gameplay, but I've always wanted to try it. El Dorado. Is El Dorado... El Dorado, is that... like their version of Paradise? Is El Dorado like their version of Shangri-La? Or like their version of what's another, whatever. What's another? Hi Heart! Hello, how are you? Or is El Dorado, isn't El Dorado like the city of gold or something? Unless I'm getting that super wrong. I mean, me getting things wrong? Never. You watch anime because Gacha can't read. How's the stream going? Pretty good. We're just yapping away. Having a good old time talking about anything again. But yeah, I know in Asia there's like Shangri-La. What? Let's see. Shangri. Okay. Oh yeah, so let's take a look. Paradise. A garden. Shangri-La. Oh, Nirvana. Yes, so El Dorado is kind of like the place to be. Valhalla. Tir na Nog. I can't pronounce half of these. Dilman? Eridu? I think I've heard of Eridu. El Dorado. Fiddler's Green. Golden Age. Goloka? Heaven, Nirvana, Paradise, Shangri-La, Tir na Nog, and Valhalla are different versions. How's this? You just joined the guild. Hey, congrats. Here's a fun fact. I was when I was at work and I had the whole bug scare, like when the bug ran across my desk and scared the living daylights out of me. I was actually listening to music at the time when it ran across. And I guess I hit my phone when I was freaked out, and it actually opened Cookie Run. I left my phone on my table and I ran. So anyone who decided to help me with the bug actually saw like the opening screen of Cookie Run on my phone. I don't think anyone noticed, but man, that would have been. I wasn't playing it. I think I just slammed my phone because I had it open. I was listening to stuff, and Cookie Run opened up, and I didn't notice until I came back like 10-15 minutes later because like I had to rest from the bug scare. I can't escape Cookie Run. I really can't. They're usually not that big, but that's not a problem at all. Egg. Eggy. Ghost. Diamond? Oh, right here. The secret for the best meal in town. Best meal in town, and it's an oven, so I need to find a weird little oven. Oven. Best meal in town. Oh, right there. The real treasure of El Dorado. Your kid forgot his hat. I'm guessing it's this. Your kid forgot his hat. Your kid has a golden hat. You can bet that that kid's not getting this hat back. Oh, what did I just click? What was this? But the great statue talks to me in my dreams. Welcome back. You're not done eating? What's for lunch? It has flown here for the best fish. Man, ducks are cool. Geese, not as much. Canadian geese, scary. The jungle's a maze. It's nearly impossible for him to find his mom. Aw, poor baby. Chicken. I've been having chicken for dinner these past couple of nights, I think. Wait, it's not you? This one? Yay! Your mom's right here! Come over here! Your mom's right here! Scream! You poor thing. Be polite, Burning Spice. If this is a role-playing thing, please don't. I refuse to pay for an open crate. The wool is ruined. Wool is ruined. Wool's right here. And then egg, and it won't grow with you around, please go. So I should be looking for plants. Why does this person look terrified? It looks like they don't want to be here. And honestly, this was me today with all the bugs. All right, bye, Golden. Bugs. It won't grow with you around. What are we growing? Money? Growing. It won't grow with you around. Surrounded by bugs, you would be too. Thank you. I totally get those people who are like, you know, like protect the bugs, catch and release. And I totally get that until a certain point. I'm okay with the whole catch and release thing if it's not near me. It won't grow with you around. What are we growing? What's up, you dog? Eh. No, that's not it. El Dorado is big. Did someone say treasure? Yes, someone said treasure. Because this is El Dorado. The city of gold. The city of treasure. The city of... Oh, sorry, LP, I missed that. The Spanish believed in a city made of gold in Colombia. And that was El Dorado. Yippee! At least some of my knowledge is not lost. Where? Here, this is El Dorado, allegedly. Well, this game's version of El Dorado. Okay, let's zoom out. I need an egg, and I need this, and I need some kid's helmet. Road to El Dorado? Yes! I don't know if any of you guys listen to K-pop, but the K-pop group EXO, they had a song called El Dorado, and this entire time I've been saying and looking at El Dorado, the song has just been playing on loop in my mind. Is it this? No, it's not. Teleports into the game. I mean, hey, that actually works out for Golden Cheese Cookie, because wasn't the Golden Cheese City or whatever, isn't it like, wasn't there the whole video game aspect where it's part of some sort of like simulation or something? Right there. It won't grow with you around. Please go. Oh my god, where are you? Please go. Please go. What grows? Trees, but there's so many trees around. Eggs. Oh, right here, eggs. It's kind of funny now when you think about like the I don't want to say ancient idea of paradise, but like the because I think the concept of paradise in various cultures have been around for centuries, thousands of years, like the gardens or the city of gold, stuff like that. And for example, Shangri-La, I think of a place that's like filled with plants and gardens and flowers. Right here, this guy right here. But now when you think about it now, people's concept of paradise now probably isn't just a beautiful garden, you know? Hey, that was the fastest I completed one of the new things. But hey, look, guys, we're completely done. Hidden in time. But I also have hidden in time too. So actually, let me take a look at that. But yeah, I think Paradise now is so much more different than what Paradise then was. I think for me, if I were to think of Paradise, there needs to be the internet. I need access to web novels. I need access to YouTube. I need access to entertainment. Digital entertainment. Oh boy. I truly am a product of the digital age. Oh my gosh. I need technology. What else? I think gardens and everything would be nice, like nice weather. But for me, my ideal paradise would have, you know, weather that's like not too hot, but also like not cold. I need temperature that's around like, for me, it would be around like 18 degrees Celsius, 19 degrees Celsius would be nice. Oh hey, I completed all the achievements except for the online ones. Cool, cool. And then I have hidden through time too. And then I have another hidden in time. Haha! Nice. High-speed internet! Woo! Let's go! I need the high-speed internet. You know what's kind of frustrating is the fact that when I work from home, I have high-speed internet now. Like, now, like, I've always had high-speed internet. It's just always been through Wi-Fi. But now that I have Ethernet, my internet, like, in my room, it's actually amazing. But for some reason, the way I connect to, like, the way I work from home, the lag, and there's nothing I can do about it. I've talked to the IT department. I've talked to my coworkers. The lag, so real. It sucks. And sometimes because of that lag, I'm like, is it even worth working at home? But yes, so my idea of paradise, high-speed internet. It's almost not even a want, it's a need. And of course, my version of paradise, I've got to have at least a couple of cute animals with me. Some cats, some bunnies are almost a must with me. What else? At least it's in the internet. Oh my gosh, how would lag IRL even work? I actually don't even know how lag IRL would work. Like, would I just be crossing the street and then I'll lag and I'll suddenly be like frozen in the middle of the street and I won't be able to move again? Is that how it would work? Do I eat mangoes? I love mangoes. I love mangoes so much. They're one of my favorite fruits. But I think they've got to be sweet. If they're not sweet enough, if they're just kind of like not ripe, they're okay. But I prefer my mango at the perfect ripeness. You get teleported back a few feet. Imagine you're running late for work or school or an appointment. You're running late for something. and then you just lag IRL. You freeze. You go back a few paces. You're almost hit in the middle of the road. A car is whizzing past you. You freeze and you're just about to like miss this car, but because you lag, you stop right in the middle, and when you unlag, the car hits you. Can you even sue at this point? Like, is this even do you think we would be able to sue anyone with that? Like, if like, would there be, what kind of liability would there be when it's the world screwing you over like that? Clipping into a wall and getting stuck. And like, don't worry about me, don't worry, no worries. Or you know those like lag moments where you just go shooting off into the distance? Team Rocket is flying off again style. I can kind of imagine you're just like talking to a friend, a coworker, a family member, and then suddenly one of you is like shooting off into the distance, into the sky. That would be kind of funny. It's also yummy when it's orange. Yes, like orangey, yellow mangoes. Honestly, most mangoes I've eaten are more of like a dandelion color, not really like a yellowy color. It's like a golden orange yellow color. The world is made of gold. I feel like if the world was made of gold, it would be kind of painful to look at. Like, you know that phenomena of if you look at one color for a super long time, like say green, you stare at the color green for a really, really long time, and then you look at a white wall. Every time you blink, your vision's just completely red. I feel like if the world was gold, every time you blink, you'll just see purple behind your eyes. Green mangoes with salt and lemon. Interesting. Hi Mel. Hello, hello. I had mango sticky rice the other day. Well, I didn't just have it once. I had it once in a restaurant, and to be honest, I wasn't super wowed about it. It tasted good, but it wasn't what I was expecting, so I guess I wasn't wowed by it. Because from the way people describe mango sticky rice, I thought I was going to be wowed by it because I love sticky rice, I love mango, I love dessert. It just wasn't as sweet as I liked it. But I think if I didn't have that expectation of it being super sweet, I think I would have liked it a lot more. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, I get to uninstall Hidden Through Time. Yippee! You stop walking in school when someone calls your name and you freeze. You do that and you don't breathe. That's kind of funny. I went out to go home, is what I meant to say. But I was going home with like my coworkers. Like we were heading to the bus together, and I got hit in the face with like a really strong stench. I think it was like of cigarette smoke, and of course I was like, oh my gosh, that smelled really bad. And I think my coworker just looks at me and goes, I don't know, I decided not to breathe. Oh, sorry, what? You just decided not to breathe? Like, was that you consciously decided not to breathe? And they just go, I guess I just kind of do that. I just didn't breathe. Sir, what the heck? Are you sure? Are you sure you what? Golden cheese, you do that too? You just don't breathe? You just consciously like don't breathe? So it's over for hidden through time. Oh, that's what you think. I have hidden through time too. Don't worry. Hidden through time is not ending anytime soon. I have hidden through time too. And then I have hidden through time 2 DLC. So we're not done with hidden through time anytime soon. When you smell dead rat, you stop breathing. Fair enough. If I smell a dead anything, I would probably stop breathing too. Deciding not to breathe is wild. That's kind of funny. Just deciding not to breathe. Alrighty. There we go. What's hidden through time? When hidden through time? Is hidden through time origin actually a thing? Hold up. Am I missing a game? Did I play the games out of order? No. Don't you dare tell me that. Don't tell me that I am missing hidden through time. No, I played the original hidden through time. Okay. Oh. I was about to sob if I missed hidden through time origin and I just went straight into like, I don't know, hidden through time 1. Ooh, this looks like a game that I would play. Add to wishlist. I should really play like the games I already have before I add more games to my wishlist. It's a joke. LP. I can't tell if I'm gullible or if that was just like a really realistic joke. Right? Missing one in the series would be like, oof. I did a what now? But yeah, I am trying to decide what I want to do. You know what? I'll think on it. But tomorrow, I'm gonna have an early-ish stream where I will just work. And depending on how it goes, because it will be my first time streaming like a, you know, work with me type of stream. We'll see how much I end up talking. I could end up just responding to everything normally like I do today on normal days. Other times I might just stay completely silent, but you know, that's the joy of it. And we'll see how tomorrow goes and see if that's something I want to continue doing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. If you guys want to join on a stream that is completely out of my usual time, keep an eye out for a waiting room, because I think I don't know when I'm gonna post that waiting room, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner, and then I hope to maybe see you guys tomorrow. Yes, working stream tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll likely be around 12 PST, 3 EST. Did I get my time zones right? I'm so bad at time zones. But yeah, it'll likely be around that time. I haven't really decided yet, but it'll be around that time, and then I'll be working, and then yeah. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for spending time with me and chatting, and then I hope to see you guys tomorrow, or if not, maybe another stream. Okay, thanks guys. Bye bye. you.